What did you steal?
Secrets. People have a right to know the truth.
On our third Alien Blockbuster episode, after first covering Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Spielberg's 1977 alien adventure classic, and then this year's Lord Miller sci-fi epic, Project Hail Mary, it's time to talk about another alien film from this year, Steven Spielberg's latest, Disclosure Day, which came out on Friday, June 12th. Another one of our pretty rare scheduled episode for a movie we're going to watch in theaters episodes. Rather than reviewing a movie we already knew we'd enjoy, this is going to be an interesting conversation.
We're interrupting our coverage. There has been a threat to publicly release government material long shrouded in secrecy.
Disclosure Day stars a pretty stacked cast. Emily Blunt, Colman Domingo, Josh O'Connor, Colin Firth, Wyatt Russell, and Bono's daughter, Eve Hewson. Definitely sharing some themes with Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Rather than surrounding the events of Contact itself, Disclosure Day is about the secrecy that would have to be maintained in order to keep contact with extraterrestrial life from the public. Like Close Encounters, the aliens of Disclosure Day are not here for any nefarious purpose. In fact, the purpose is really pretty vague about why they're here at all. It's the human reaction to their presence that Spielberg is interested in.
Well, I think every movie should have have great emphasis on empathy, because empathy sometimes feels like it's in short supply. We all have it. Sometimes we can't use it. Sometimes it's not allowed to be used if you want to stay aligned with your friends and your belief systems. But I think empathy is there for all of us. I certainly think we all have it for our children. We all have it for our friends. We just sometimes don't have it for each other. And so I thought that Disclosure Day could be a way to talk about that.
Gone is the kind of incompetent and confused collection of bureaucrats and scientists of the Carter years that we talked about with Close Encounters. The government of Disclosure Day, which we only see a bit of, has partnered with a sinister corporation, Wardex Corporation, run by Scanlon, played by Colin Firth, a ruthless CEO determined to fulfill his mandate to keep the alien contact secret. A dozen employees of Wardex, led by Colman Domingo's Hugo, have gone rogue with the mission of going public to disclose alien contact. Josh O'Connor plays the youngest member of this group, Daniel Kellner, who is a cybersecurity expert with some unexpected powers who has stolen data drives with proof of alien contact. The main conflict of Disclosure Day is between these two factions, with one ready to blow the lid on a 79-year secret that started in 1947 in Roswell, New Mexico, and one willing to go to any length to stop the secret from getting out, with differing philosophies on what it would mean for humanity if the secret gets out and what the cost is now.
Are they people?
No.
Meanwhile, Emily Blunt plays a TV meteorologist named Margaret Fairchild, whose contact with the Cardinal, which is one of the ways the aliens contact humans to disarm them, leaves her with powers such as being able to read minds, speak new languages, and understand mathematical code. The reading of minds, perception of overwhelming human experience, is part of an alien desire to reintroduce empathy to the human experience, which is important as humanity throughout this movie is very clearly on the brink of World War III. Having two main characters, Margaret and Daniel, propelled forward by some force they don't quite understand towards the same goal of wider contact, is a huge thematic thing that Disclosure Day and Close Encounters share.
Well, I identify with characters who aren't afraid of mysterious things happening to them and who are fighting for their survival by trying to discover what they don't know. And Emily Blunt's character and Josh O'Connor's character, Margaret Fairchild and Daniel Kellner, are having things happening to them in real time that they can't explain, and they are desperate to find out what's the matter.
Spielberg got the idea from a New York Times article called Glowing Auras and Black Money, the Pentagon's mysterious UFO program. Over the last few years, Congress has made a lot of noise about so-called UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomenon, continually promising, though never really delivering on answers about what these decades of sightings could possibly mean. Over the last few years, we've gotten sporadic releases of some videos, often taken by military people, as well as a documentary, Age of Disclosure, which interviewed multiple former government officials and military personnel.
If I were a species from somewhere else who saw how we were coming up this curve of atomic energy and nuclear energy, and then began to realize what it takes to do their kind of technologies with warping time and warping space and so on, I could imagine that could be seen as a threat to another species, because they would recognize that, well, it's only a matter of time and they're going to be doing what we're doing, and then we're going to have to deal with it.
One of the claims in the documentary is that there's an arms race to reverse engineer alien technology, which Spielberg included as a plot device throughout the film, literally calling alien technology the device. The race to try to reverse engineer this technology means that the characters throughout the movie are able to use it to their own ends without ever fully understanding it, much like the motives of the extraterrestrial. Spielberg was inspired by the New York Times article to write a 40 to 50 page treatment for a new alien movie. Writing the screenplay with Spielberg was David Koepp, who collaborated with Spielberg on Jurassic Park, Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull, War of the Worlds, and The Lost World Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I would never let David sleep on this thing. He got more notes from me on his phone than I've ever sent to anyone in my life. And because David loves the process, he loves the fact that, we don't sculpt, and then we don't sculpt in steel, we sculpt in warm, wet clay, and it's always moving and changing and evolving. And because David is so hungry to continue to discover what is not, sacrosanct.
Debated throughout this movie for various characters is the role of faith in the world where we know about extraterrestrial life. Would we start worshiping them like celestial beings? Would it stop the faithful from having religious faith? Would alien life be seen by the religious as something in addition to our existing religions? God made aliens like God made us. These questions are central to the differing philosophical debates on whether to disclose the existence of alien life. Though set in the Midwest, most of the scenes in Disclosure Day were filmed in New York, New Jersey, and Atlanta, Georgia, specifically in the Hudson Valley in New York, in White Plains, and the Catskills, and in New Jersey, in Jersey City, Newark, and the Cabin Safe Houses in Morris Township. Production on the film was done between February and May 2025. Cinematography was done by Janis Kaminski, who had previously worked with Spielberg on Schindler's List and Saving Private Ryan. Kaminski used 35mm on a Panavision Panaflex Millennium XL2, while low-light scenes were shot digitally with a Sony Cine Alta camera. Visual effects were done by Peter Jackson's Weta, that he launched originally to work on Heavenly Creatures, and James Cameron's Digital Domain.
I think that there is a lot of profit in keeping this a secret, because we don't know how any off-world civilization can get here, because the universe is so vast. There's a lot of reasons, because there's such exotic technology. We even have a piece of exotic technology in our movie called The Device. And because there has been reportedly so much exotic technology recovered, the reverse engineering of that technology is going to be for profit.
John Williams composed the soundtrack, his 13th with Spielberg. Of all the performances in the film, Emily Blunt has been the most praised. Even those who have criticized other parts of the film said that Emily Blunt is the most dynamic part of the film. It has been called Emily Blunt's best film of her career.
What's happening to me? I'm frightened out of my wits.
You don't need to be.
The marketing for Disclosure Day cost $80 million, and Spielberg made sure to instruct that the third act must be kept out of all trailers and promos. The budget was $115 million.
The only way to know your purpose is to go back to where it all began. I know you.
Before I introduce the panel, please like this video and subscribe to the Movie Night Extravaganza YouTube channel. Then hit that bell to get notified whenever we're streaming. Super chats are now open. If you have any pressing questions, send us a super chat, which helps me maintain the expenses for the show, which I am obligated by the rules of the Geneva Convention to stop everything and ask the panel. Another way to help us out is to become a patron. and give us money every month. In exchange, you get access to all of our after parties, bonus content, and we'll tell you even more movies we watched recently. Patreon.com/movie night extra. We have a Movie Night Extravaganza Discord. There's an invite link in the episode description, and we have a Letterboxd HQ account. So those are 2 more places to follow along with us. Our show gets simulcast, or if we're not on at regular time, played later on This Space. This Space is a working class independent media collective. YouTube.com/ThisSpaceTV. Subscribing really helps out, or even more, sharing content from This Space and encouraging others to do the same. By working together, we can break through the algorithm. Okay, let me introduce the illustrious panel. Conan Neutron is the co-host and senior producer for Movie Night Extravaganza, host of Protonic Reversal, an independent Film Critics of America film critic, and the frontman for the band Conan Neutron and the Secret Friends. Check out his music at neutronfriends.bandcamp.com. Kristina Oakes is a co-host of Movie Night Extravaganza, a streamer on Twitch, twitch.tv/cosmopolitics, a host at This Space, hosting Christina's Corner, and is across social media at Cosmopolitics and on Letterboxd at Christina. Forrest and Kristina have a second show, The Absurdity Space, live on This Space on Wednesdays at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific. Of course, I'm your host of the official Wardex Corporation podcast, Forrest Miller. Strap in and turn on the device.
That's right. Wardex. Building a better future.
Wardex. If your windows get dirty, use Wardex. It'd be funny if like that's their main business, is like they're like a knockoff Windex company.
They started off doing something really very different than what they did. Yeah, right. Like that's a.
And then they're big, like it's like, oh no, we handle 2 things. We're a knockout, like we give Walmart their brand of like window cleaner, and we keep the secrets for the aliens.
And, it's like great value, but for cleaning.
We do 2 things actually very well. Yeah. We do.
Colman Domingo's had a very, very busy summer.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is a pro Colman podcast. I think that's safe to say. It's great to see him in a movie of this, tentpole summer blockbuster variety. Our man's.
This is his 3rd Spielberg movie. I guess he was in Lincoln. I don't remember. The other one.
You know what? I saw Lincoln in the theater. And I freaking forgot all about that.
Yeah,
that seems so long ago. What was the second one?
Yeah, I'm trying to look it up. I was listening to an interview he was talking about. He's like, yeah, it was my 3rd time working with. I didn't even process that.
Yeah, because far this summer,
Color Purple.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, the one.
the adaptation of the stage musical.
Yeah, the one that I was annoyed existed. All right, well, good for him. I hope we get a good paycheck from it. Great.
But yeah, I mean, he was in Euphoria. He was in the Michael movie. Now he's in this, and I can't wait to see more and more of him.
Yeah.
Lincoln was like very, very early in his career too.
Yeah.
He's a pretty young guy. So it's funny seeing him with Steven Spielberg talking, and then Steven Spielberg's like, yeah, I was one of the people that gave him work in the very beginning of his career in Lincoln.
Yeah.
That's pretty rad. I mean, hey, good for him. He's not, Colman's not the first actor that he's done that with, but it's awesome that he can still do that. We'll say at advanced age. How old is this Spielberg at this point?
I think he's 79, 80.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's pretty much my dad's age. So it's like,
looking at younger photos of him, I'm like, why does he kind of look like Phil Hartman and like someone else? Especially when he's not wearing the hat, like he was on like Dick Cavett's show. I was like, wait a minute,
Phil Hartman.
I'm like, he looks very like
with facial hair. Sure.
Well, when you see the pictures of when he was making Jaws, when you look at those pictures, he's wearing like the trucker cap. He looks very different than he does, as because now he has like the respectable kind of polished classic filmmaker look. Where he's like,
I mean, Ron Howard does the same thing, and it's like, come on, man.
Yeah, well, Ron Howard really wants to be Steven Spielberg. It will never be Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
Interesting that we saw and did Close Encounters of the Third Kind before this, right? Because that's definitely the one that has the most DNA with this. I mean, obviously, newsflash, everybody. Like way more so than E.T., I think. And we have a lot of like repeated themes. Like we have like people like touched by aliens, and then by the way, massive amounts of spoilers. If somehow you're 14 minutes in this, you don't realize that that's going to be happening for this movie that is in fact still in theaters at the time of this recording. we're gonna spoil the living hell out of this movie.
And it's been in theaters for less than a week. It's been 5 days.
Yeah, so
also
feel free to
for a lot-
pause this and listen to it later. I do that all the time. You know, it's
Also,
okay. We're not gonna be mad.
most of the opinions about like, oh, it's good, but then like the ending kind of falls flat or whatever.
What do you mean? Also, I didn't even get to the point. I didn't even get to, like say what I want to say. It said there's spoilers coming. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, it's fine.
Spoilers for me, spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers, and also too, everyone's gonna be agreeing on the ending.
Dude, it was crazy. So I saw it on,
Okay,
on
I guess
Friday.
I never get to do it. Okay.
Wait. Go ahead. Sorry.
I said I think it's kind of interesting that like one of his older movies, you have these people that are touched by aliens and they're driven in some way, shape, or form that compels them in ways that they don't understand. Like that is
two people. It's like a guy and a girl in both movies too.
Right, and there's other ones within Close Encounters, but I think that's really interesting that like of all the themes you would think he would repeat, I wasn't expecting that one because I think the previews did a pretty good job being like, well, this looks weird. But like you don't really know what it is. There's animals, like there's CGI animals running around. I don't know. Emily Blunt's clicking. I don't know if she's doing some ASMR.
Yeah.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't be.
I wanted to hear her going back and forth with the girl from Hereditary.
just doing like click talk back to each other.
Yeah.
Welcome.
That's their podcast.
Is it that would be but that would be like it would be like in subtitles, but welcome to Click Talk. Yeah.
Also, Emily Blunt needs to really stop and just fire her plastic surgeon, whoever's doing her face.
Mark the time, 16 minutes, 30 seconds. The first plastic surgery related question.
Hey, man,
it's actually it's John Krasinski. He does her plastic surgery. Don't worry, I got it.
Yeah,
I mean, it even goes. I mean, Spielberg has this very religious. A very religious background.
We've done 17 and a half points since then, but I was trying to get out, and I think is a salient point, is that it's the people driven by forces they don't understand to like seek further, right? Even though it's deployed completely differently. But it's interesting that like a movie that is that old and that formative when people think of Steven Spielberg, that he would kind of repeat that theme, but not specifically repeat it in other ways. Go ahead.
There's like it's like the Adam and Eve story in a way, right? Where it's like, it's two people pushed forward by like in the case of Adam and Eve, both the devil and God, but it's like they have this almost like a mystical connection in both cases to the aliens that have somehow tried to communicate with them, which obviously the aliens are not able to just go, hey bud, hey over here, like come to this point or like do this.
We come in peace, like
it was interesting to me.
Pieces of beer.
It's interesting to me how much of this movie is a chase movie, though. Like most of it, like almost all of it, and honestly, pretty effective at that. Like killer chase scenes. I mean, I put it as my tag, but the train through the house window. I mean, there was no reason for that to happen. They'd be like, it'd be really cool to have the car through the house window. It'd be really cool to have the car burst through the living room window. And you know what? It freaking is. It's amazing. Yeah. It's wonderful. It's badass. Does it make sense? No. Why would you do that? But it's great. And the train,
I was gonna say the physics defying almost like train scene where they're just on top of the car.
Which have you two seen Duel?
No,
he's homaging himself, like his first real movie. There's a scene. It's not exactly that far, but like where the truck is like pushing the car towards the train. Like that's a straight like he did that in Duel, and but like he goes extra hog with with the being on the physics defying and what have you. But you know what? It kicks ass. I don't care. It's good. It was a great. There's a lot of really good action sequences in this. I mean, it's wild, and we'll get to it. The plot points. How this even starts? It's like wrestling. What are we doing? Like what? Am I in the wrong movie? What's happening? Like it starts off like with action, but like then if you think about what the movie is, which is the connective nature of empathy and what have you. How interesting to have some people with a shared communal experience that will go and say does not breed empathetic reactions.
I wrote in the
peace and love to the wrestling fans, but that's not what people are looking for.
In my notes, I wrote we need more cool train scenes in movies again. That was like one of the notes. Yeah.
Because when's the last time we saw a good one? I mean, Snowpiercer, I guess. I mean, that's like one long train scene, but like
but they're never able to go on the outside of the train and that. Like it's always cool when you're like climbing.
Or they go like on top of the train and have like a killer fight scene or something cool, or a chase scene.
Well, I guess he did that in the Indiana Jones that was sort of the apology for the Crystal Skull one, the Dial of Destiny. There's a top of the train sequence, but that movie was too little, too late. Should have stopped at Last Crusade. Thank you.
Yep.
but it's wild that, yeah, there's just so much, get him, boys, in this movie, right? And it was pretty immersive. Like it all worked, and we'll get into it in the plot notes. But it's interesting. Josh O'Connor, another guy that just like he's everywhere now. This dude is like in every movie. Like it's like he's in Kelly Reichardt movies and Steven Spielberg movies. It's the law. Josh O'Connor has to be in your picture.
Yeah, well,
it was Charles. I
was gonna say I'm finally able to see him without seeing the scene from The Crown where Prince Charles is trying to dirty talk on the phone with his future wife.
I never saw that, so I don't have that affliction. But but he's everywhere, and he's great. I mean, he's a really good actor. I have come to not only be able to recognize him as an actor. Hey, you know what? It took till Hitman until I could recognize Glenn Powell from Miles Teller. So think of that what you will.
That's an interesting.
They were just like young, action star looking action figure looking white dudes. I was like, all right, whatever. I don't really care.
I think they
were both in Top Gun, maybe.
I think what sold me for Josh O'Connor was Wake Up Dead Man.
Oh,
absolutely.
That scene where he's about to say something and then you hear the Phantom of the Opera and he's like, I'm sorry, you just need to shut up right now. And he's like, oh.
And it's interesting too that so I didn't know that Eve Hewson was Bono's daughter.
Yeah.
By the way. That was like, huh?
Yeah.
Really? But we also have Wyatt Russell, who I like. I mean, I thought Lodge 49 was an amazing show. I think he's like he's a good actor. I think
the audience of the movie hated Wyatt Russell so much when I was watching it. Like every time he did something shitty in this, they were like, "Oh, come on, bro!" Like
because he's kind of known for playing like douchebags, kind of,
well,
and it's like
stoners, like a weird kind of douchebag, right? Like it's a very specific thing where it's like a guy who's both kind of high and like ditzy, but also kind of a douchebag.
Yeah.
And there's an actress who has one of my favorite last names in all of acting, which is Elizabeth Marvel. I think she's got the best last name.
Yeah.
You would have thought she'd be in the MCU.
Yeah, she's the actual Miss Marvel. Yeah, indeed.
There you go.
So, but it's wild. Colin Firth, I can't remember when he's been in something I like.
Yeah, I thought that too. I saw him on screen. I was like, oh, I don't know when the last time I've seen him in anything.
Was he in Mamma Mia? I don't know.
Because he did. I mean, he's been busy. He's been real busy, but he did the Kingsman movies, which, great idea. Okay, the execution, maybe less so. He was in like the 15th Bridget Jones's Diary movie or whatever it is.
Yeah,
right?
That's right.
Yeah, and he's just been in like a bunch of stuff that like charitably, either like he has some bit part or it's just like, it's not made for me. Right?
Yeah, I feel like he kind of peaked in the Kingsman era. Like he was in everything for a little bit.
I mean, those movies are pretty empty calories, but I don't hate them. Like it's just like there's a time and a place for that kind of movie, and that's fine. Like there's not gonna be a Criterion edition anytime soon. But isn't that weird that like The King's Speech? Remember The King's Speech, everyone? Yeah, me neither.
Oh, didn't that win Best Picture?
I think it did. I think it won like 4 Oscars, if I remember correctly. I think it got Best Picture. I think Colin Firth won for Best Actor Performance. And I think Helena Bonham Carter got nominated. I don't think she won.
No.
Maybe she did. I don't remember. But
he's been in a lot of, I guess, like looking at his filmography since that era. A lot of what he's done is like
Bridget Jones's Tumblr.
A lot of what he's been in is like miniseries, like the Lockerbie one that I forgot came out.
Yeah, so it's not like he hasn't been working. It's just it hasn't been
stuff
like
we've seen
up front. Yeah,
it hasn't been things that like of interest to us necessarily. So Lockerbie, what is that? I've been locked in a locker.
No,
get me out.
For a while, they were doing like Chernobyl. They were doing all of these like disaster things.
Oh, that's the Pan Am one.
Yeah, they did the Lockerbie bombing as a mini series. But for a while, because Chernobyl was so big, they were looking for like other either disasters or like explosive things to make miniseries out of.
Just like in the same way that like I saw something like right for when it airs so dispiriting that like movie studios are like now they're looking for Reddit for ideas for new franchises.
Yeah, I was like
you are learning the wrong lessons yet
again.
The
Barbie thing too was like not more female driven, created toys.
No, Polly Pocket, get Polly Pocket in here. That'll work.
Polly Pocket, and she's like, she's smoking. She's like,
and it's like
Polly
what?
Pocket, it's your turn to go out there. And she's like, I don't think I can act anymore.
Lena Dunham's doing it too.
That's so stupid. So, and I see that, and clearly that's a reference to Kane Pixel's, Kane Parsons, Backrooms, which we'll be talking about next month.
Back walls, Backrooms.
How are you so consistently just missing the point over and over and over again? Just like with Everything Everywhere All at Once, they didn't understand that either, and they're like, oh, okay, so we can do this zany thing. No, you can't just
we're gonna make movies zany again.
And then also be like, oh, this movie's like, I feel like Everything Everywhere All at Once was the first case where it's like, oh my god, people are gonna hate this movie within it's getting like faster and faster where people are like, oh, this movie's overrated. I'm like, the movie just came out last night. What are you talking about?
People love to have, but yeah, it's interesting that Firth is just he has a bit part in 1917, and these weird character actor. Yeah, he's the general in that.
Huh.
Oh yeah, that's one year after that, he was in Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy when they remade that as a
1917, which of course is should just be called George McKay Runs Around for 2 hours.
Yeah.
But apparently he was going to be in Barbie, but there's just archive footage of it. They cast him in Barbie as I don't know who Mr. Darcy is because I guess he wasn't in the movie, so I don't know.
Oh, Mr. Darcy, is that reference to Pride and Prejudice?
Yeah, that would be
interesting,
kind of ill-fitting, but okay. Yeah. But I mean, he's a good actor. The thing is, he's just not a guy I ever think about. Right? Yeah. It's just he's not a guy I ever think about. I don't ever think about Colin Firth, but it's he's good as the
Polly Pocket, Sunset Boulevard.
That's right.
Oh no! Don't get me started on the fact that Glenn Close is getting an honorary Oscar.
Yeah, well, right, yeah, which means he's gonna win a real one immediately, because that's usually what happens.
She's gonna win it for Polly Pocket, Sunset Boulevard.
So when we get into it, I was actually pretty excited about this. I like Steven Spielberg when he's good, which it's frankly been a while. I mean, we did Fablemans. I didn't
have you on the when.
That. Yeah, when he's good. I thought Fablemans was okay. I wasn't enchanted by it. I didn't despise it. It was like, oh, that's interesting. That
little autobiography type thing.
Yeah, we haven't seen that kind of movie from him, so that was kind of cool. Oh, sorry that I cooked your dad. There's some classic gifs reacts that we've.
Mom, I know you slept with Bernie. I heard. Oh.
I mean, how many times over the years have we used the monkey with the hat?
Yeah,
gif, right. As trying to find, they've just crowbarred in so much stuff here. I can't even find the stuff I need to look at anymore. What are they doing? Here we go. All right.
There you go.
Classic GIF react. Once again, audio listeners, what the hell are they talking about? But this, the guy that wrote this, I was so at first I was like, oh yeah, he wrote Jurassic Park. Okay, cool.
But then,
did you look at other stuff that he wrote?
Yeah.
Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Yeah. I was like, oh, some of these are not good.
The 2017 Mummy, not the Lee Cronin, it's the Mummy.
I like how the ones he's directed sound even worse. Trigger Effect, Ghost Town, Mordecai. Oh, that's the Johnny Depp one. Johnny Depp's Mordecai. And You Should Have Left. I didn't even remember that. I think in 2020, was the year that people were not really trying to watch horror movies as much.
Yeah,
they're life is horror as it is.
Yeah.
The Jurassic World movies, Jurassic World: We Made Dinosaurs Boring. He wrote one of those.
Yeah, apparently the I think it was the third one with Chris Pratt.
Quintessential watch on a plane and forget immediately kind of movie.
Apparently the World Dominate, whatever it's called, it's the most expensive film ever made, almost 700. I'm like, wait, what?
He did write. David Koepp did write the original Mission Impossible with Robert Towne. He did write the screenplay for that. Yeah.
I mean, he's got some banger. He wrote. I mean, dude wrote Carlito's Way. He wrote the original Jurassic Park screenplay based off the Crichton novel. I mean, he can do good stuff. I'm just saying that
recently
the misses are a little higher than the hits. But hey, same thing with Spielberg. And I feel like I don't know if you guys agree or not, but I feel like Spielberg, when he's got great writing behind him, is pretty unstoppable.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I feel like it's a
wisely.
Warning sign. It's a warning sign for a movie like this, though, that Spielberg is I wrote more notes about this script than anything I've ever written before. It's Yeah, that doesn't make it sound like a good process.
Like all these adjustments or stuff. What's going on here?
It's a 2026 nominee for the Golden Trailer Award, an award show I did not know existed until I looked at this.
So what, the Golden Derby Award or
It's
something?
the Golden Trailer, everyone. Yeah, okay.
This, I'm gonna put this in my golden trailer. Thank you.
What, do they have that on TikTok? Thank you.
The guy that did the cinematography, he's Polish, Janusz Kaminski, who did. So he's the guy that did the cinematography for Saving Private Ryan, and he did the cinematography for Schindler's List. With Spielberg in the past.
Wonderful looking movies. Yeah, those are great.
Not a wonderful looking guy. Let me pull up this.
That's fine.
He's got a very interesting look to him. Oh, yeah. Hold on.
Was it looking like John Travolta these days?
No, this guy. Look at this guy. Imagine he comes up to you and he's like, would you like to check out the camera? Would you like to check
Not every movie shows would dox the TV to go clown on his looks.
Well, that's why
look, he's behind the camera, a-hole. The scarf. How dare you?
I was watching a Spielberg
poor guy
interview where he's like talking about like, what's the most underrated like what role on set that you think people don't give enough credit to, and he's a camera operator. And it's like, because you're like, because some people would call it like
they're actually doing stuff with the camera. You're just sitting there as a director.
Okay, sure.
The camera engineer.
Exactly. I did Minority Report too. That's another good one. I like that one.
Minority Report with Cedar Sam.
We won't speak of the BFG or Ready Player One, will we?
No, but
I forgot all about. Oh, that was a rough period, man.
I had a very. I don't know if you guys had the same kind of. I went and it was packed. Like it was classic summer blockbuster. Everyone was there. I was at the AMC in Garden City in Long Island. So it was like, it was pretty big. Everyone was there. It was like packed. I got one of the last two seats when I was on my way there.
Last thing on Janus, he did Diving Bell and the Butterfly, which is amazing and like looks amazing. So we'll put some respect on that name, huh? We also did War of the Worlds. Never mind. Taking it away.
The Spielberg one?
Not the Ice Cube in a room one.
Or not even the C. Thomas Howell one?
Yeah, Red C. Thomas. Exactly.
Yo, we're making this cheap for Amazon Prime.
It was crowded. People had a good time too. I thought it was a good movie experience. Like it was long. It was really long.
We all know what that means, Conan. We all know what you're about to say.
Look, 90 minutes is good, right? 2 hours and how long is it? It's too freaking long, man. It's now granted more than half it is chases, which is okay. I'm not arguing about that, but let's look at the runtime here. It is 145 minutes. That's too long. Come on. That's 2 hours and 25 minutes.
Having a movie with a lot of chase scenes is almost like they're running out of stuff to do in a movie. It's like how those sloppy Netflix movies are like, let's just do another shopping montage because we got nothing else to do in this movie.
Let's have a character we've never seen shot before go shopping.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
No, but I think that they deploy the chase scenes very well in this. Like a lot of them
they're well paced.
Like it's they're going from place to place. Like they don't stay in one place for more than 15 minutes in any part of the movie.
Yeah.
Of course, I was looking at. I was like, because just getting back from Minneapolis and just haven't been there. When I was looking at the thing and it's like the terrain was like we're in the Midwest. I was like, I don't think this is the Midwest. I was like, this seems more like upstate New York and the New Jersey area than it does the West, like the Midwest. The actual the ways that the trees were even, you know what I mean? And I looked at it, it's like, oh, it was filmed in the Catskills. They're like, oh,
that
we're
explains
in
it. But that's
City.
a totally different. Yeah, and that's annoying because it's Kansas City would have been stoked to have Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, there's plenty of room. There's really not a whole lot of people in the Midwest now because land don't vote. But
yeah, I mean yeah, and that is kind of, and I guess he's just counting on the people whatever, they don't care,
Yeah,
people are not.
But we pay attention because we're critics.
Right, exactly.
I don't know. I was like, this seems like terrain that I would see around where I live, and then like looking at it, I was like, all right, I there's something just like very, very upstate New York about like the distances between things and like the kinds of plants, I guess, that I could see. Like, I don't know, just a perception that I had, I guess, throughout this.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't bother me, but I was like, that doesn't look like Kansas City. Like, I definitely had that a few times because it's like, especially when I've not only been there but been there recently and been like,
we're going to Kansas City. Oh no, wait, we're in upstate New York.
Yeah, exactly. They pass through a warp zone like in Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
But what I was saying about like you know, it was packed, and then I had these teenagers in front of me or college kids in front of me. I don't know, like they seemed like they were late teens or early 20s. They were like being extremely vocal the entire movie. It's like every time you know, like Wyatt Russell messed something up, they'd be like, "Oh, come on, man, you suck." Like
I would get water and just spray them with water and be like, "Stop."
It actually made the movie experience like more entertaining for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
I feel like that summer blockbusters get like the most like reaction from.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
because you get people that aren't like us. They don't see like 300 movies a year. They see like one or two.
Yeah.
Right. And so they're like, let's go see the new Spielberg. You know.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't like a summer, I definitely like if it was like
a new Spielberg. I hear it's nuts.
If it wasn't a movie that was so active with like, you know, chase scenes and like kind of the dialogue doesn't matter as much, like I feel like I would have been really annoyed with those kids. But it's like, since it was like a Spielberg movie, and I was
right.
I get in the mood. I don't know. I found it quite charming. They should have those kids in all of the you know.
They're gonna import them into all the theaters. It's the law.
I'm the kid that talks too loud in the movie. Oh, hey, nice to meet you. Thanks for your service, sir.
But yeah, I mean, like I think it you know, it's cool. It's yeah, like let's get into it with the plot summary, and then we can like kind of, you know, break it apart. I feel like I seem to like it more than a lot of people. I see a lot of backlash, but I don't know. Guess we'll find out.
Alrighty, let's do this. So as the world stands poised on the brink of World War III, cybersecurity specialist Dr. Daniel Kellner steals from the Vortex Corporation, a secret arm of the U.S. government, a piece of extraterrestrial technology and related files detailing various events of human-alien contact dating back to the Roswell incident.
Now, first of all, we don't know that. We have no idea what it is he stole. He stole some like magic MacGuffin-looking Roku remote. Like
they always do that.
It's like, what is that?
Yeah.
Like, what is that? What is it? You know.
And you're thrown into that scene with you're thrown into that scene mid confrontation between Daniel Kellner and these Vortex Corporation people, where they're already pointing guns at him, and they have his like girlfriend held hostage, and they're like, "Oh, just open the case." And he goes to open the case. Like it's already throwing you into this action.
We're diving in.
It's a strong beginning because again, we don't know why they need the MacGuffin, but you know, it's clearly okay. They're trying to get this thing, and like the quick turnaround with it. Yeah, I think all that works, and you have kind of almost tossed away that the Eve Hewson character's been like held hostage as well, and it's like wow, okay, we're just a lot of information being thrown at us, you know, just like those wrestlers are getting thrown around at the very beginning.
They're like, give us the drive. We have your girlfriend, and then also the drive. For some reason, if you move or the device, if you move it too much, everything like will explode. So they're like, come on, just hold it this way, or like the whole time they're like,
this movie was starting off like a vertical drama where there's just so much action, so much high intensity, and it's like, slow down there.
Yeah, well, but I think also like the idea of like, well, there's something that they want. All you need to know is there's a thing that they want, and it's very dangerous, right? And like that's, but again, this plot summary is already like, you know, we're like 25-30 minutes in before he like starts unloading like what it is and what's happening. I think that's worth mentioning on its own. When he like reveals the stolen files.
Well, and his girlfriend doesn't even know what. She's like, "What the fuck did you? What the hell did you steal?" And
well, that's what I'm saying. Like it's like he's just mentioning. It's like we don't know what it is either.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not bomb in the room, or we have one over on the people in the movie.
Yeah.
But like the fact that she was, you know, I need to know like what, you know, what all this is, but we don't get that information immediately.
What do you guys think about like the names in this movie? Are so like Daniel Kellner, obviously.
And Noah Scanlon. I'm like, what are these names?
He's only like Noah Scanlon, Margaret Fairchild, and like
I want to say
girl's
Morgan
name is-
Fairchild so badly too.
The girl's name is Jane Blankenship. Like, I don't know. It's kind of interesting names you pick for this thing.
I mean, to me, it just sounds like the Kellners just be like when you think of like hackers in the news or like people.
Yeah, they have,
like it
like,
sounds
the
like
names.
that kind of name, which is interesting to think about.
Edward Snowden.
Yeah, it's Kellner, Snowden. It's like there's kind of a certain onomatopoeia, there's a certain amount of syllables. It was meant to kind of evoke those things, and then. So that would be the Josh O'Connor character. The Margaret Fairchild character is definitely like that. Just sounds like some professional pretty girl on TV doing TV things.
I'm Margaret
Like, okay.
Fairchild, and this is Kansas City News.
Yeah, it's like sounds like local news. Sure, why not?
Brought to you from New Paltz or whatever.
Noah Scanlon sounds like a real freaking .com kind of dude.
Yeah, it sounds like a Silicon Valley CEO.
Yeah, right, exactly. The only one that kind of gives me a is Eve Hewson's character of Jane Blankenship. Blankenship? What? Okay, sure. I mean,
there's a Mad Men ass name.
It's that one seems a little like 1950s. Yeah, you're right. It's a little out of time.
Jane Blankenship, get your ass in here.
But there was no one where I was like, huh? Like where it was like out of the ordinary or anything to me. But yeah, the Kellner I think is definitely supposed to evoke the Snowden aspects of things.
Yeah,
specifically. All right, go ahead, Kristina.
Okay, so Wardeck CEO Noah Scanlon discovers the theft and has Daniel Brennan, a foreign spy, making him the target of federal authorities. Daniel goes into hiding at a convent with his girlfriend Jane Blankenship.
Jane Blankenship doesn't really flow on the tongue. So this is where we first meet not the character being played, that's Sister Mora, Elizabeth Marvel.
Yes, Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel, who's the what do you call it? She's the monastery. She's like the head chick. The head
There's
chick.
a word
A lot of
Yeah,
you're
head
hiding in a
chick is
convent films recently. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's and like that's where we get the you used to.
Oh yeah, you call it
used to
Mother
be into this.
Superior. That's what they always call like the head nun. Mother Superior.
That's like calling yourself Mr. Fantastic, but okay, sure. You're not stretchy guy,
And
the
naming-
Elastic Man.
and
No,
naming
Mr.
your
Fantastic.
whole-
Thank you.
Group after you, whatever.
Yeah, great. But yeah, that was an interesting left turn. I didn't see that coming. To be fair, neither did Scanlon. I got or Kellner, really, if you stop and think about it, because he was like, "Wait, you're a nun," which I think is a perfectly natural reaction.
Yeah,
it's like
he's like, "But we've had sex before," or she's like, "Well, we've had sex before."
Yeah. Well, and then like
he's like, "When did this happen?" They haven't known each other very long. I don't think is supposed to be the thing. Like it's
right, but I do think it's kind of a great plot move because think about you have this Scanlon character who has like total information awareness of like all things, all places, right? But like it's like it's a freaking church, it's like monastery, whatever the hell it is. It's some religious thing where it's like super like offline. It's like that would be like one of the only places you would be able to actually hide from this.
Because we all know the
technology.
surveillance state has to stop at the door of a church. They can't go inside.
Right, they're not allowed. It's
Oh
like a
yeah,
vampire. You have to invite them in.
Stays out.
But
The surveillance state is like, can I please come in? No,
it also
no,
sets
I will
up,
not let you in.
I mean, like maybe it's a little bit clumsy, but it sets up the idea that Spielberg's going to hit into it over and over again throughout this, which is what would the disclosure of extraterrestrial life mean for religion and for like the people that are religious.
Which he's really hung up on, and I gotta say, I guess I'm showing my irreligious nature. I never thought about that one time ever. But before this movie, I was like, it never occurred to me.
He's clearly thought about it quite a bit because if you remember in Close Encounter, he has them like before they get on the ship, they're all praying with the yeah.
But that's also, it shows why Spielberg is such a mainstream filmmaker, because there are a lot of people that, their faith is very important to them. And maybe that is a huge concern that they have or something that they think about. Again, I never once thought about it. Not one time. Like it never occurred to me. I don't care even after like it gets sort of grinded on for a while.
They're like, well, in Genesis, they say, all right, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I already disassociated, so sorry, I didn't hear what you said. But and we'll get to that. We'll get to that, right? But before we get to that, in Kansas City, television meteorologist Margaret Fairchild is preparing for work when a cardinal flies into her home.
Different kind of cardinal.
Briefly observes her and then flies away. By the way, can I tell you, and I can because I'm on reading, there is a cardinal that is like, I guess it's trying to, get its F on. It is obsessed with the passenger side window of Lindsay's car. And it's like flying around and it's like it's like trying to fight the cardinal in the mirror, which is deeply hilarious on multiple levels. But I was like, Cardinal! I was like, that cardinal's not eschewing any special powers. It's too busy trying to
Yeah, you're fine. You're
fight
good.
its mirror self for some reason. But
I just think it's funny.
It's every day.
Right from the convent, and with the nuns to the cardinal scene too in the movie, and I'm like trying to describe the plot points. I'm like, I should make sure that everyone knows it's not like a cardinal didn't come.
Cardinal, it's not the cardinal, like the religious kind. Well, and we get a little bit of Emily Blunt and Wyatt Russell Jackson. You get a little bit of their back and forth. She's got a audition tape. She wants to be an anchor. She's not really doesn't want.
He doesn't even watch her audition tape. He's a shitty boyfriend.
I know because he's so
I think that's when the crowd turned on him. At first they saw him, they're like, "Oh, it's Kurt Russell's son," and then he's like, "Oh, he clearly didn't even watch her audition tape." And he lies and said did it. Everyone's like, "Come on, man."
You can watch that. What are you so busy with? What is his job, by the way? Is he like he's a musician,
I thought
but
his
like
job was just sitting around stoned.
Why Russell's mom could be Goldie Hawn.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why she wanted him to. She wanted him to see the screen presence. He has an intuitive thing where he's like, "You have a screen presence or you don't."
Right. Yeah. So that isn't mentioned at all. But we get a lot of establishment, kind of like setting up the Margaret Fairchild character, right? That okay, she's a meteorologist, but it's not that's not all she wants to do. She wants to be in bigger markets. She's
a meteorologist with anchor dreams.
Who wants to stand in front of a green screen all day?
Although it is you can be wrong about the weather every day and it doesn't matter.
Every day.
It's like being a political political reporter. You can just be wrong about everything all the time. It doesn't matter.
Rain chance every day until October or till fall hits.
She's got the hail shimmy. Sure. Okay.
Well, and you've also realized throughout the thing that they've moved a bunch of times. Each time she
two different markets. Yeah,
and she gets frustrated about her role in the as a meteorologist, and every time she moves cities, so she's one of those people that's been moved to a lot of cities to be a meteorologist in different cities.
That's right. So the cardinal, not the religious kind, the bird, observes her and then flies away.
I'm just imagining the cardinal from I lost it. Never mind.
Conclave.
Yeah, from Conclave.
I couldn't think of the joke.
Yeah, it was gonna be a Conclave joke.
The vaping one.
Yeah.
Conclave, everybody. Let's give a big round of applause.
Is there a white smoke every time you see the alien? White smoke appears, and they're like, "We've chosen the new pope. It's you."
But it's vape smoke anyway.
Yeah, Pope of the
Cardinal Bird is the new pope.
So, incident awakens latent psychic abilities, allowing Margaret to intuitively understand the thoughts and emotions of others and unconsciously communicate in languages she has never learned. That's what
they try to act like. If you smoke weed as like an adult, sometimes in your 30s, they're like, "Oh, it'll unlock latent schizophrenic abilities."
Right. That's a very inelegant and inaccurate description of what we see, which is you first see her speaking in was it Russian, right? And then Wyatt Russell's like what the what?
Korean. Isn't the guy from South Korea or something that's on the counter?
Wrong scene. Oh. Since you interrupted me, it's wrong. Right. It's Russian, and then they do Korean is at the news station. But he's like what are you even talking about? And she thinks they're just having a conversation.
Yeah.
So. And that's interesting because it's sort of kind of creepy, and you're like, what? What does that do with the bird?
It's like when people wake up from a coma and they're able to speak another language or something like that almost.
Okay, so this just skips this part, but I love this scene. So she's hauling ass to get to the station, gets pulled over by a cop, and you're like, oh man, she's gonna miss her broadcast. That sucks. And then that's when she displays this empathy, this understanding the emotions and thoughts of others with this cop that's having a crappy day, and that's why he's kind of taking out on her, this and that. And so that's interesting. She's like, well, that's not speaking Russian or whatever, so that's weird.
Yeah.
But I think that's well deployed. I think all those scenes are great because we don't understand what's going on. That's okay, what's happening? Is this some evil, malevolent entity possessing her or something? Or is this what is it? And we don't know yet.
And she it's all funny that she gets powers and Wyatt Russell gets bupkis. Nothing. Nada.
Nothing. He wasn't looking at the Cardinal. Yeah. Exactly.
Good day,
Just
sir.
look at the Cardinal. In the end, he shoos the Cardinal out. He's like, "Get the hell out of here, Cardinal. No one's looking for you."
You're not the chosen one.
And then the scene that Forrest you're talking about happens with the Korean.
Yeah. They do this like I love when they do this like a walkthrough through the studio where she's like she's kind of going through this wall and then she sits down and she's able to talk in Korean to the Korean ambassador guy that they have sitting there because but like you don't like throughout this, like as I said at the beginning, it's the backdrop of World War III, where Russia, North Korea, like all of these different countries are getting ready to fight each other, and we're getting that information slowly. Like we don't learn that information.
It's like in the background,
which is a crazy thing to put in the background.
You got, like,
right, exactly. This would normally be like a very foregrounded plot point in a different movie, but for whatever reason, it's like, oh yeah, it's a B plot.
Oh, don't worry, the B plot's just World War III. You have to imagine being the guy writing the screenplay and Spielberg like texting you notes all the time, and he's like, "What if the backdrop was World War III?"
Sure, yeah, why not? During a live weather broadcast, Margaret unexpectedly starts speaking in an unknown language.
It's not even like it's it's an unknown series of clicks.
Meanwhile, all the characters are hereditary.
Yeah.
Damn it. Pointing at the screen. I know what he's saying. Great affecting scene. Like super cool. Like very much like almost made. Dude, you know that when she gets nominated, that's what they're going to be playing. The Academy Award. And they're right to do it because it's like, it is
was
really
the first thing they did in all
affecting.
the trailers. Like in every
absolutely.
trailer.
I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, and you're like, what is this? What are we watching?
She's having a
I feel
stroke.
like a lot of like the weird language and noises kind of almost dates back to, I hate to say, like RFK Jr., like with like Us, Nopita was using like RFK as an inspiration for making like the very like
yeah, the
pronunciation
Jordan Peele
of
movie. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like you're kind of seeing like a way that these actors are interpreting like certain sounds that are very uneasy, or sometimes they might be difficult to enunciate or pronounce. So it's like, oh, I was inspired by this person or that person who played like this character.
There's a very interesting thing where Spielberg apparently told Emily Blunt that she just has to come up with something, but he's gonna replace it. I guess he said with AI or like something like that, where it's like we're gonna replace it with like a visual or an auditory thing that we've created. Originally he thought, I guess, he was gonna use AI because he loves AI, artificial intelligence. But in the end, it was good enough that he was like, "Oh no, we're not replacing it. Like what the thing you came up with is fine."
God.
Yeah, that would be dumb. That'd be real dumb. Okay, so footage of the broadcast goes viral and draws the attention of Wardex, which identifies the language as extraterrestrial in origin.
I like that they don't really know shit, but like when they do know stuff, it's
aliens.
Like
it's aliens.
It's very specific. Yeah,
they crash through they crash through the wall over and over again. They're like, they don't even want to know what the aliens want. They're just like, no, we just got a
Mystery Channel.
After being hospitalized and nearly captured by Scanlon's agents, again, there's a lot of movie there in a half.
World War choke.
Margaret also goes into hiding. Okay, so all the hospital stuff is great. There's a real good sense of unease. She's like, those aren't FBI agents, and you're like, how do you know that? And like, Wyatt Russell's sitting there like literally saying,
I hate him so much in this movie. I do.
Now you understand the people sitting in front of you.
Yeah. Well, no, I did the whole time. I was like, because every time they said it, I'm like, yeah, he sucks. This guy really, really sucks.
But then he's sitting and he keeps like asking stupid questions. Like, can you just do it, please? And I was like, that's exactly what I was thinking. I think that I was just like, stop it.
I was sitting there like,
get out of here.
My foot like,
what are we doing? Like, stop. Just like ask these lame questions later. Other people can say that sentence, Kristina. You don't immediately have to do that, okay?
Later on in it though, he's like, you mean you were just gonna go on to the next city without me? And I was like, thank God.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe because you're a big drip. Yeah.
And it's like right after he's called the doctor, like told the doctor where they are, which means it's over the phone. He's talking to them. He's like snitching on his girlfriend who's going through this or whatever.
Mad snitching sucks. So So Margaret also goes into hiding. So we get to that. Everyone's trying to. By the way, World War III, everyone. So they're all like.
We got to remind everyone, World War III is happening right now.
Circle K, hot spot. It's the place to be, right?
Yep.
So there you go. That gets us to there. Forrest, it's over to you, baby.
All right. Daniel reveals the stolen files to Jane, explaining that Wardex has been experimenting on alien captives and reverse engineering their technology, and states that his intention is to make the information public. I found it interesting that the idea that they're a reverse engineering, this is the only time I'll do it aside, but they're reverse engineering their technology is an actual thing from that Disclosure documentary where this guy speculates wildly and he's like, actually, we've actually
certain technologies were developed because they were at least in part stolen from extraterrestrial technology and expanded upon and so on and so on. Which, I mean, that's not the first time that's been talked about, but it's interesting that it's just kind of like, well, that's how this dude built his fortune, and that's how like he's accumulated all this power and so on and so on.
But there's something so incurious about the character. Like, he doesn't seem to really care why the aliens are here. He doesn't really seem to care unless he could do something with the technology that he thinks is cool, like teleporting. Like, he doesn't actually care what the technology is used for. He's like completely incurious about all of it.
World War.
So you beat it 3 times?
Sorry. Well, we regret the error. And then you see the videos, right? And like you see the actual like alien autopsy, which is like, whoa, we're just going for it, huh?
Nixon brings Nixon brings in a donor to watch an alien get.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's great. Which is that's no, it wasn't. It was supposed to be who was it? It was like someone like what? I can't remember, but like allegedly that's a thing that allegedly happened, right? It's an urban legend that it was a Jackie Gleason. It was a Jackie.
Oh yeah,
It's even funnier than it being a donor. It's freaking giant Jackie Gleason.
I couldn't remember who it was, but I was like,
And then he punched the alien to the moon. All right, anyway.
Yeah.
Pow! Right in the kisser.
There we go. So we get to see the videos along with Jane. That's really good. I think that's
he gives her. He's nice enough to give her a trigger warning.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Daniel learns of Margaret and discovers that he's the only one that can understand the alien language she spoke in the broadcast. And he just as a normal, like he hears it as normal.
Yeah.
English.
Like what?
Yeah.
You don't understand this? Like
through an alien device that grants him telepathic capabilities, Scanlan forms a psychic bond with Jane and uses it to first make her attempt to kill Daniel and then to track them to a hotel.
Right. And like basically, and so a lot of people are hung up on the fact that like this is, the Jane character, her faith is like what stops. But I think it's less that and more just like that's what the focus of like her thing. She's crushing the crucifix in her hand and the pain is sort of like grounding her.
Very Catholic.
It's super Catholic and like the blood and all that. I mean, like
there's nothing more Catholic than gripping your rosary so hard you start bleeding.
Y'all know this ain't my vibe with that, but like for the purposes of what it is, which is that like he's like doing like remote viewing, like kind of like that's a great conceit because then it's like okay, anything that she sees, he's gonna know. Mm-hmm. And I think the way they do it with the eyes is kind of cool. Like it's where it's like okay, when it's when it's him versus her, because the eyes change. And
there's also just something like in its own way, like the secrecy becomes a religion, which it always kind of does, right? Like that's a very common thing. I think that it's secrecy for its own sake, and he's like a fanatic about it. Like he's willing to actually like destroy his own body by the end of it completely, almost like he can't even really walk at some point after he's done this that many times because it really affects his body to be able to transport it.
It is incredibly physically grueling to do this. Like it takes, the physical toll on it is huge, but that's how like driven he is to do these things, right? So
he's fanatical about secrecy.
Fanatical about really giving a ex-Catholic girl the business.
He's like,
she's not gonna have a tough enough go of it already. Okay.
Jane escapes with another alien device, also stolen by Daniel. Does like to steal, but Daniel is captured. Meanwhile, as her abilities develop, Margaret receives visions of Daniel and follows him to a black site where he's being held.
Okay, yeah. Hold on. So again, they're blasting past like super cool scenes that are like some of like pivotal parts of this movie.
Yeah.
So before Daniel is captured, there's this incredible you get the black cars, and then they're all like, and she she talks on the phone to him and was like, hey, you gotta go, like you've been burnt, right? And you get to see them all surround the farmhouse, but he's away, and you get this really funny scene where he's like behind the fence post, which is like hardly a fence. It was like if even one of these dudes like turned around, he's cooked.
Mm-hmm.
But they're all very like just like focused on like, all right, watch this perimeter, et cetera, et cetera.
One of those fences that has the rocks.
Where there's like it's a fence, a fence in name only, right? And, but if you think about it, and it's sort of like, because at first I was like, well, that's absurd. They get to turn around, but they know he's here. They've gotten like the tip that he's in the house, so they wouldn't because these kind of guys are trained to be like so tunnel vision. Like I'm going to take this perimeter at these degrees. I actually that would turn around from being like that's silly to like, oh, actually that's kind of rad. But then also it's like don't step on a branch,
There's also there's something very ominous about the 5 black cars, and obviously they steal one of the black cars, and then so they're like the 6th black car being chased by the 5 other ones. But there's something almost insect-like about them in a way where it's like the cars are just no matter what, the cars
like
just
a hive
you in formation.
So he steals the car because he of course has no idea that Jane is being used as an implement against him. He has the Fog City, and he's trying to.
You're using my girlfriend against me. What the fuck?
So he drives the car into the living room. Great scene, but understand the urgency, but and you're like, wow, this is ambitious to think you can pull all this off before they get your ass, But okay, and pulls her into the car, and then what does he do? Drives the car through the house window, which is badass and one of the least efficient ways to get out of that situation.
Safe house demolished.
But does it look badass? Oh, you better believe it does.
Yeah,
it's great.
There's also I was kind of affected by and I think it wasn't so much of the promo, the scene where she knows his name but she doesn't know how she knows his name. So she's talking to him on the phone and she's like, Daniel Kellner, they've gotten you and you have or you've been burned and you have to get out of there right now or they're going to kill you. They're coming for you right now.
Edward Snowden, go. Yeah.
But she doesn't know how she knows it. So it's just kind of like. And then her boyfriend's like, "Oh, Daniel Kellner on the phone again."
What's that? Your secret boyfriend? Yeah. It's like, shut up, dude. Like, Jesus Christ.
Like, you gotta leave this guy.
And it's funny. Yeah, the Wyatt Russell character is like super annoying, but like not in a way that's bad. It's like super annoying in a way that's just like it's annoying, and you're like glad that you're annoyed at him, and you're like,
like you're expecting Wyatt Russell to play a character like this, basically.
Yeah, I mean, do you agree with that? Where it's like, it's like, no, this is a good kind of annoying that like, yeah, you're annoyed for her. You're not annoyed in the movie that it's like that character is too annoying and I don't want it to be there. It's like, no.
Yeah.
I think it would be a different thing.
Why don't you ditch the zero and get with the hero?
Yeah, but I think it would be a different thing if she didn't if you didn't ditch him. Because when she finally ditches him, you're like, thank God.
It's a peace at last.
It's like the best part of the movie, like, yes, this is what we've been waiting for the whole time, and not, trying to prevent World War III from happening.
I don't even care why the aliens are here or why World War III happened. You ditched that guy.
Yeah, exactly. At least we got one justice done to the world. So yeah, all right. So he gets they capture him, right?
Yeah. And he basically, not sacrifice himself, but his girlfriend gets to run ahead while he's taken by all of them, and they're like, "Where's the device? Where's the device? Show me where the device is."
Yeah.
They escape when Margaret learns how to use her ability to empathetically influence their pursuers into standing down.
I think that scene rules. Like I think that where she like just everyone that like tries to stop them. Like she just zeroes in on whatever it is would like make them like be distracted and like go away and like feel something so deeply that they don't care about doing their job.
And they call them like experiencers. I like that terminology.
Right. Yeah. I think that's really effective, and that's sort of like and then we kind of also start to understand what her abilities are at that point too, right? Where it's like, okay, so
it's all these like small things too, like the things like your wife's gonna be okay, or like or your daughter doesn't hate you, you just have to spend more time with her. Like it's all these small things that really impact people's lives in an overwhelming sense, but things that you wouldn't necessarily think of as like a.
I would love having a skill like that too.
I really think it would get very annoying to have a skill like that.
The text under your names is funny. We do this every show.
Yeah.
We try to we take it very seriously.
Got Me Space Invader is a frequent chatter of mine these days, so it's fun to.
We take it so seriously that I sometimes don't think of what it's actually going to be until 10 seconds before we go on air. But that's
or
fine.
even after we go on air.
Or even after we go on air. Sometimes I'll know what it is, I just forget to do it. Yeah, I think that scene is great because it's his conceit for this is like, it's empathy, right? And like the aliens they give her the superpower of empathy, aka being a woman, by the way. But
correction, stop correction, empath. Okay, get it.
Oh yeah, sorry, we'll get there.
As an empath,
right.
I feel.
But we see her work this ability to escape, and it's in a non-violent way, right? And that's something that's like so key because we're so surrounded by like what would be like, oh, it's gonna be crazy for them to get out of here. It's gonna be a shootout. It's gonna be this and that. Like, no, she like disarms the entire situation just by using her.
Yeah, and it's like one of those like it really feels impossible to get out. Like she arrives there and it's like, how the hell is she gonna get out of this one?
How you gonna get out of this one? And then Emily Bunt just has the Dukes of Hazzard going over there.
You ditched the loser that you were with, but now you're in the Viper pit.
Yeah. So that's I think all that works. I think that's the pivotal scene to understanding these abilities and things like on those lines. Then that leads up to one of the most unhinged action sequences in the entire movie, which is the who's this the Casper Boyd guy? What's that guy?
Casper, the friendly. Never mind.
He's not that friendly. But who's that actor? Do you know who that actor is? I was trying to figure out who that was. I was like, is that a guy I should know or what?
Apparently the actor's name is Henry Lloyd Hughes. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm trying to see what
English.
Oh wait. Oh,
I don't recognize any of the stuff he's been in.
He was in Killing Eve. I saw that. I don't remember him though. He looked like vaguely familiar, but I never saw the In-Betweeners. Yeah. This is
Now You See Me Too. Jesus.
I wonder where Spielberg saw him. To like, I feel like Spielberg sees people in like these strange things, and then it's like, you'd be great in my movie.
Yeah. Maybe it was Now You See Me Too. I haven't seen any of those movies. I'm not. Now you see me too. Would have gone down different if I was that mate. Yeah, maybe it was that TV thing. I don't know.
But one of Scanlon's unaffected men, the unaffected Casper Boyd, intentionally rams their car into the side of a passing freight train. Daniel pulls Margaret out in time for them to climb up the train and make their way to safety. The whole scene where they're just pushing the car closer and closer to the train is it's like it's one of those insane.
It is literally a scene from Duel, but like just better done better. It's done with a bigger budget and but it still works in the same way of like, what if a much bigger vehicle was pushing you towards the train? That'd be horrifying. And it is.
But in these movies, like you always stop right at the train. It's like, oh, thank God! Like I stopped right at the train, and then it's so much more terrifying to go. Oh no, the next thing is they push you closer and closer.
Push you towards it.
Yeah.
And so, but then he one-ups himself with that because he pushes it into the train, and then it's being carried along the side of it. And I don't know what we're doing here, but this is crazy. Like this, and then he's shooting at him too. That's not enough.
Well, there's just this long pause where the guy's like, I don't know what to do now, and then he's like, all right.
Yeah. It's I don't know. It's pretty over the top, but I liked it. I thought it all worked. I was like, this is ridiculous. But
I think that's
100%
that was the high point of the movie for me. Is that whole sequence?
Yeah.
Well, and something I really liked.
It was just so exciting and
when he pulls her up and into the train that's carrying pianos for some reason. She basically has a panic attack.
Yeah.
And how many times have we seen action movies where everyone's like, oh, whatever, we're over here now.
It's the dark side of empathy too, because she doesn't realize what's going on with her. So she's just getting this feedback in her head nonstop, and everyone she looks at, the whole movie, it's already kind of overwhelming for her, and then she hits this point, and it's it just overwhelms her.
I like the detail that they're moving pianos too. I'm just like, where are they
Also,
going? I don't know.
Well, how are they gonna? The piano falls on people. Somebody's got to move those pianos into place so the piano can fall on people.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Well, it kind of also reminds me of that one episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer where Buffy's able to read everyone's minds, and then it gets so like overwhelming that she gets like physically sick because it's just non-stop. She can't stop.
Sure.
I think this is one of those classic
Tropes of some sort when you gain
tropes,
like abilities. Powers of some sort.
People will be like, I wish I could read someone's mind to know what they're thinking. But when you think about how much feedback it would actually be when if you actually could read everybody's mind, right?
Everybody's, not just someone you want, you know?
Yeah, and so imagine all of that and deployed in such a way, rapid fire with an ability you don't really know how to use, and then the adrenaline of basically being pushed into a train.
Yeah.
And like whatever that was with that escape, obviously that would be very overwhelming. And like I think and it's because she's not a spy.
Oh.
She's a freaking weather girl.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like,
oh, look over here, it's the weather girl. She can read everyone's minds.
But I thought it was cool that we saw that because most action movies would not take the time.
And it's like within the same couple of it's a very short time frame from the point where a cardinal just lands on our table.
Right. This all happens
in the course of like a few days.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like that kind of thing would catch up to you. So I thought
he was eating breakfast when the cardinal came down to the table.
Yeah, exactly. Man, this cardinal is. I seen him, the one outside in our house. He's mad. He's like,
there's
trying to get the other one.
Special
long-standing thing.
Empathetic psychic powers, Conan. I'm sorry.
I know. Yeah, it's like, oh, he's mad.
There's like a long.
He's mad at his mirror self.
Like folk. I don't know what you call like a folk superstition, I guess, or whatever. Call it where if a cardinal lands in front of you, it's like somebody who has died trying to communicate with you.
Oh, I got a quick cardinal story. So hours before my father died, all of a sudden, all these cardinals came, and we were counting all the people who we know in our family who were passed, and it was like, oh my god, that's Pop, that's Mama, that's Pop, it was so weird.
There's the vaping cardinal.
Yeah.
Baby cardinal, sleepy cardinal, dopey cardinal.
It's like all the birds except for the vaping cardinal from Conclave.
It was the most surreal thing, and then he finally let go, and we were like,
but it makes a lot of sense when you think about in this movie, right? Like in the course of this movie, like they take the form of the animals to like reassure people. So it makes sense that it would be something that we have like a long-standing folk connection to, or like a story.
Patronus, Harry Potter, whatever.
Exactly. Absolutely. So are we out of that?
I'm next.
Yeah.
Okay. So Margaret and Daniel are rescued by a team of Wardex employees who have become whistleblowers.
Wardex. Sorry.
Their leader, Hugo Wakefield, who has been working with
Hugo Wakefield. Like, come on, man.
These are the most fake names ever. Who has been working with Daniel, shelters them in a warehouse containing a reconstruction of Margaret's childhood home, and encourages her to recover suppressed memories connected to the extraterrestrial phenomenon. Okay. What?
Yeah, right. So this is the Colman Domingo character. He's basically doing first season of The Rehearsal with Nathan Fielder and building a house inside a warehouse. And the whole time you're like, is this like for a TV show or a movie? Like, why is he doing this? Like, what does this have to do with anything? Yeah, like, and you spend like what seems like hours like building up to, and it's like, oh, okay, so he wants her to relive this childhood experience as part of the modus operandi for getting further along to where he needs to be. To unlocking her abilities. So, but we don't know that. Again, this is near the end of the movie, right? And the whole time he's been freaking building it, and like, what are they building? What is this?
Yeah.
And so it's a reconstruction of Margaret's childhood home, and she gets, and it's not in the synopsis again, but like, there's the whole she's experience with all of his people, and like the one woman, was like very religious, and like, I was like, what? No, that's not. No, whatever that is not anything I'm going to contend with. But you get to see like all of these people are there for different motivations, different reasons, and all kind of aligned with this one weird purpose of like, we're going to make you revisit this traumatic childhood memory, or the Fablemans, which I guess the childhood memory for Spielberg would be when Seth Rogen cucked his father.
Yeah.
Oh, it's traumatic. I'm so sorry.
Oh, Jesus.
They make him. They sit Steven Spielberg in a room and they make him watch Judd Apatow movies over and over again.
Or James Franco movies.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's traumatizing in a different way. Let me tell you.
They're like they have him like chained to a chair, and he's watching like Pineapple Express. They're like, that's the guy that cucked your father.
Yeah, exactly. They're making him watch the that unfortunate Oz movie James Franco was in. Different kind of trauma. By the way, can I just say peace and love to Steven Spielberg? I mean, his trauma is like, really? That's your trauma? Okay.
I feel like the three of us combined have had worse trauma, and we're not even making films about it.
I know, it's like, okay. So that like led you.
I feel like
that was it. Huh?
There's been a cottage industry for a very long time of like Spielbergologists that are like, oh, he's
like the most psychoanalyzed director ever. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, absolutely.
But then you find out
maybe.
It's because you find out like not that much has happened. That's like truly been like using
like,
it.
Whatever. Like his
soft
mother was an like and look, we have. All right, his mother was an artist, and his dad was more analytical. What do we have here? We have a guy that like speaks binary and hexadecimal math, and we have a super empath woman. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's your mom and your dad. All right, we get it.
And they get back together in this movie.
Yeah, and it's like, okay. I mean, whatever, dude makes great films, but it's like, yeah, we get it, dude. We saw The Fablemans. We understand.
It's just like my parents, bro.
I mean, am I wrong? I don't want. But
you're
it's
not,
also
though. You're not. That's the thing. It's like,
It's like that's what you were so traumatized on.
His last movie is gonna be two characters that like are identical to his parents getting back together. He's gonna be like, now I can leave this earth in peace.
Yeah, maybe. I think it's important to him. All right.
Boy, he's really traumatized about that, huh?
So yeah. So sorry, we were at getting the suppressed memories connected to the extraterrestrial phenomenon, right? That's where we left it.
But it is psychologically like I think those traumatic memories when you're a kid, like that's when you start to shut off, and that's when you start to feel like maybe empathy, because as like a child, like as a baby or like as like a very small child, like you don't have those things where you're shutting things off. Like you learn them through painful experience.
That's true. Well, and like, look, I mean, I guess if we could get on the couch about it, right? I have plenty of childhood trauma. I'm not hung up on the one thing.
Yeah. No, I'm not. No, I'm just saying.
I write about all kinds of things, not just my childhood trauma.
Saying on a different subject than the Spielberg part of it. I'm just saying, like,
yeah. I just
making her confront her childhood trauma. It is if you're talking about empathy and like why empathy is, or the learned behaviors, I guess, of when empathy starts to be cut off by people. It's like
totally. Well, but but I also feel like trauma is like every horror movie is about trauma now, which is like, oh my god, this one too. Yeah. This one's also about trauma. Can it be about a guy? Can it be about a guy who just wants to kill people? That'd be cool.
The real villain is trauma.
Yeah. Like,
no trauma.
Wasn't the house that Jack built with
just the guy that loves to kill people? That's I have no trauma at all.
Wasn't that just about the house that Jack built, and everyone was like, this movie's too much, and it's like, come on.
Well, that was too. I think it was too soon because I feel like all the new like. I should
from the villain's
not make
perspective.
Statements. There's a lot of newer movies where it seems to be the horror movie is like, well, the real horror was the trauma we had. Well, no, the real horror was the fact that all these people were murdered.
What the hell happened?
I don't know. Sure.
Not every villain needs a backstory, Mike.
Whatever happened to the strong and silent?
The strong silent type. Yeah.
It's like whatever happened to a guy that just wants
shows Michael Myers. Like Michael Myers. Michael Myers was a classic villain.
Whatever happened to a guy that wants to cause trauma? He wants to cause trauma. He's not affected by it. He's not doing trauma because he's traumatized. He's doing trauma because he likes it.
So it's interesting to me that I obviously don't like that, and I think it's a trope, but I think he pulls it off in this. It's like, all right, whatever. They have this experience, like they don't like they. Turns out they had the same sort of experience.
The cast of
we haven't gotten to that part yet.
The cast of the Winnie the Pooh takes them into the woods.
Oh God, 100 Acre Wood.
The horror movie one. Yeah. Go, sorry, please continue, Kristina.
So, want me to continue with the plot?
Yeah.
Continue with the plot, please.
Inside, Margaret remembers that she and Daniel were abducted by extraterrestrials as children.
Dun, dun, dun.
Subjected to experiments.
Abducted by CGI animals.
Yeah.
No, I love practical effects, not CGI. Don't take me away.
I'm gonna follow Piglet into the woods.
Dude, can I talk a little trash? And the answer is yes, I can. Those CGI animals, like, I'm sorry, like,
so
is this Jumanji 1995? Like, what are we doing? What is this?
Let me pull these CGI animals.
It's not great, right? The rap sheets, CGI animal. Pull up their stats. Let's see what their charisma is. you're Steven Spielberg. Get like Phil Tippett or like freaking the Henson studio. Just get like I don't understand. Like the CGI Fox especially was bad, which I mean it's cute, but it's like come on, it's like a cartoon.
Listen. I've watched the Michael movie with my mother because she so wanted to see it, and learning about how they took their time with doing post-production fixing of like the nose and stuff like that. I'm like, wow, if you take your time, you can do effective special effects. Why can't they do real animals?
Yeah, too bad about the plot, but yeah.
Or do something better. Take your time. That is the problem. These special effects, studios are like, you got 2 weeks to do all this, and it's like,
yeah, why don't you take 2 months or like 2 years? Like, I mean, look at Jurassic Park. It's like the original one of which they made no sequels. Like it still goes.
What?
Right? And like these CGI animals, I'm like, come on, what is this? Like, really? Okay. Like you can't get like a deer head and just move it around or something.
R.I.P. Stan Winston. I'm so sad.
I know, right? Yeah,
he was great.
Especially because I mean Spielberg has a pretty good track.
Yeah, they're worse.
E.T.
They're worse than I remember.
It's bad, right?
Yeah.
I feel like. Oh come on! Yeah, come on, man.
What is this, Narnia?
I would not follow those animals. I'd be like, what is wrong? There's something wrong with these animals.
These animals look jacked up. There's something. I'm gonna end up with my entrails on the black market. I don't know how. They don't have thumbs, but they'll figure it out.
The thing that I accidentally clicked on was with the where the animals are, because like it's like a blog review and it says my biggest gripe is the CGI. Protecting the animals will look weirdly fake to me. Yeah.
Well, I mean they absolutely and it's like it's pretty important to the plot.
Yeah.
And it's like, did nobody tell him? Steven, this doesn't look good.
This is a better version of the same of all the animals. I mean, this is a picture of it because the picture that I had. See, it's not even. It's even worse when you actually have a better quality version of it. That one, the deer looks kind of psycho. Both eyes are facing opposite directions.
I have such sights to show you.
Well,
oh man, it's a Hellraiser deer.
Follow me if you want to live.
As the last sentence of this plot summary goes for this paragraph. She also learns that the unusual animals that have appeared throughout their lives are extraterrestrials,
right?
Assuming harmless forms to observe them. It's always that, isn't it?
So the aliens, if they were to show their real form, people would freak out.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
If you had a big ass deer in my bedroom, like staring me down, like I'm sorry that I'm not going to be calm.
Is that my sleep paralysis demon?
Right.
Your sleep paralysis demon is a jacked up deer.
Yeah. I'd be like,
yeah. I mean, it's wild. I don't know, man. Like the CGI bothered me. Sorry.
They also the funny scene when they're in the farmhouse, the safe house, and the deers are watching him through the window, and he's looking out at them, and he's like, sometimes I think the deers are watching me, and the deers are like,
yeah, no kidding, really?
I think
where'd you get that idea?
Menacing?
And he's like, no, I think the deers are fine.
Yeah, no, just
like,
my imagination.
Love that.
All right, let's do it. Margaret and Daniel, accompanied by the whistleblowers, return to the former's television studio to make a public broadcast they named Disclosure Day. Before they do that, they go invisible. Like, who wrote this synopsis? Come on. How dare you? This is somebody working for free who wanted to be the first one to get it in, I guess. But yeah, I like the invisible house, the invisible fire engine, all that stuff. That's great. That's real,
I prefer fire engines that you can see myself, but
to me that's very 1950s sci-fi, but like not a bad way, right? And I think all that works because you're like, oh, they're gonna get out of this one. Oh, she's gonna make them all invisible. All right, well they can still hear you though, right? Oh yeah, they can. Okay.
Yeah, they're like, and you gotta hear like the footsteps and stuff. They're like,
and that's classic sci-fi movie stuff, right? Because it's like you take away the set, and you just have to like have people do.
It's always been like this location of when sci-fi sometimes beats like comedy, like physical comedy. You realize how similar those things are.
Yeah, absolutely, and that really works. And boo to the synopsis writer for not including it, in my opinion. But they return to the television studio to make a public broadcast they named Disclosure Day. Titular line.
By the way, apparently on the first day when they had the fire trucks, Spielberg kept telling Colman Domingo, "Oh, just turn on the siren," and he did it. He's like, "All right, let me hear it again." And he had to do it again. He's like, "Okay, let me hear it again." So he made him do it a bunch of times. Like, yeah, you guys can turn on the fire trucks.
That rules. I do like. I know I just bagged on the man for his childhood trauma, but like the big kid aspect of like what he does in movies, I think comes across well. And I think this is another.
I mean, this is a great.
all the parts that work are big on the awe and wonder kind of stuff he does. Right?
There's also like a great all ages movie. Like I feel like there's something you can connect to. If you're a kid watching this, there's nothing like offensive or anything about it.
Except for that gratuitous prison rape scene with that CGI deer. That was a little rough, but.
and Nixon.
Oh, that wasn't in your cut? Okay.
And Nixon being like, probe him again. Probe the alien this time.
I'm going to take my willy out.
he's like
President Nixon, no, you're drunk.
Wait, this is not Free Willy.
He's telling Jackie Gleason if you donate.
Or Jackie, check this one out.
he's like Jackie. If you donate $500 to my campaign right now, you can do whatever you want to the alien, and I will leave the room.
All right, that's after party material here. So tune in for this and so much more. Scanlon and his team attempt to stop them, disabling the power grid and the station's backup generator. But Jane arrives and gives her device to Margaret, who uses it to restore the power.
It is very funny in the scene where they turn off the main generator, like, don't worry, 5 seconds, and then the generator comes back on, and then you see them going like quietly trying to sneak over to the second generator.
Yeah.
It's like, no, stop them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all, again, that's classic melodrama. Oh no, got cut off the broadcast. Oh, we're cutting the power.
What it doesn't say in this thing, right? They're reporting the outset of World War III, like is happening live.
Yeah, and we got a bigger story for you. They're like bigger than World War III. Really, really.
Also,
like,
shout out to Justin Freakin.
Thanks for the raid. On the border right now, and like any second the gun could go off, and they're like, no, we got something bigger, I promise. And they're like, all right.
Justin Freakin just rated the channel with 19 viewers. Yeah, cool, awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We had to talk about how ridiculous that was, but in a way of like you get a healthy amount of skepticism from like the main we're not going to break away from World War III. I don't know what it is you think you're doing, but like it isn't too easy for them.
We're not doing the news. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's because if it was too easy for them.
She's their meteorologist, so it's like
it's like what do you know?
There's like enough of a personal connection that it's like. It's believable that at some point, if you push hard enough, maybe they'd stand down.
Yeah,
right. Absolutely. So Margaret used it to restore the power. Defeated, Scanlon decides to watch instead of continuing to stop them, which is weird. But
yeah.
I think it's too tired.
Throws his hands up. You're like, well, that's it.
He's like, well, I'm just gonna sit in this chair now.
Well, you see,
okay.
Yeah. Like pretty... That's why it's like this. That's why a lot of people were critiquing, like the last part of the movie. They're like, really, like that.
Well, even Boyd is like, what? Really? Are you kidding me? I pushed them into a train.
I did all that for you. And what do I get?
The one thing where I did feel like they were building, like it made a little bit more sense is that like he's so weak because he's used that the teleporter thing, the device. Yeah. He's so weak by the time they get to the fire trucks that Boyd's actually like having to help him walk. So it's like he finally sits down in the chair and he's just done. He's like, I'm tired. I can't do this.
I can't do it anymore.
So that's kind of weird, but okay. Boyd leaves in anger. The transmission reveals to the stunned world historical evidence of alien encounters and the ensuing government cover-ups. As the broadcast reaches a global audience, halting the imminent war, the whistleblowers reveal one of the extraterrestrials whom they freed. Okay, that's skipping a lot of stuff. The Chekut is the anchor on the main cable station, like the corporate network.
Yeah,
she does a great job. Really good job.
She's not like a well-known actress or anything. She's like she's getting a lot of attention for that scene because she did such a good job. I shouldn't
call her the chick who is on the fucking, but you know what I'm talking about.
But
the woman
she's
who's
getting
like
a
the
lot
national
of
anchor.
She's getting like a lot of I guess her name's Courtney Grace.
She got a lot of the kind of. Well, because we always think of like those Walter Cronkite kind of moments and things like that, right?
Yeah,
and it's like it's kind of that, and she does a really good job. I wasn't familiar with her. I was not familiar with her game.
I don't think she's not like a.
I miss Walter Cronkite.
She's not like a well-known actress or anything. She also kind She has that. She has almost like a. I don't know. She looks like she very much looks like she could be on TV. Like as one of those like.
She's got the look, she's got the outfit, she's got like the sort of like the specific poise of people that are on television, you know, like doing the thing.
So apparently 3 years ago she left her job as a Tampa news anchor to
she's an actual former anchor.
She worked for MDC.
Oh, that's awesome. I like that. Okay, well, good for her, man. That's awesome. She was great. So we get this all this plays out as a sort of like, you know, fast running kind of tableau of these different clips, and we get to, you know, see different what are the automated luxury experiences? Whether they're not UFOs anymore, what are they called? UAO.
What? Now we're going woke now with Collin with
UAP, unidentified aerial phenomenon.
I'm sorry, I just like UFOs. Okay, it just sounds
whatever. They see all the UFO footage. And that's great too, because it's like some of it's like, you know, based in actual footage and like expanded.
Well, they have the classic Tic Tacs that they call them pretty much, where it's the shapes that fly through the air.
Right. And so we get to see all that, and the Courtney Grace, she has a name. Courtney Grace does a great job.
Courtney Grace, please take a bow.
As it reaches a global audience, it halts the war. Of course, and then I
love when they flip and it's like a bunch of North Korean soldiers. They're all looking at their phones. And they're like a bunch of Russian soldiers.
Right, exactly. It's kind of an affecting image in the same way that the end of Begonia kind of was to a certain degree, right? The whistleblowers, controversial, reveal one of the extraterrestrials whom they freed. The alien privately communicates. Mandela. The alien privately communicates a message to Daniel, who relays it to Margaret. With the world watching, Margaret prepares to deliver the message, saying, "Listen."
I hate that. I hate it. I hated that part. That part.
Disclosure day.
Yeah.
I hated the alien's like, I got something. I got
something to say. I disclose today.
Now you gotta wait for the sequel, Disclosure Night.
Right, exactly. Disclosure evening. Yeah, okay.
The day after disclosure.
The day after. Oh, there you go. Let's write it.
What if we don't like with it? What if the alien tells us something and we're all like, no, fuck off? Like that's never really good.
Listen, we don't have all the facts about the Holocaust. Some say it didn't happen. Some say it did. It's like, whoa, this alien. Oh. This alien
but it's like they get the end of the
the alien is saying the stuff about the chemtrails is totally real.
And the Earth is flat.
Wait, the Jewish space lasers were real?
Yeah. Like every dumb conspiracy theory is out.
The aliens are here, and they have some thoughts on the Jews.
Whoa, hey.
You didn't read our book, The Protocols of the Elders of Zion? We warned you.
Okay, all right. Controversial ending. I had it built up for me that ending sucks though. So I think I was like, I had my loins gilded, if you will.
I mean, Letterboxd one-liners were about the ending.
Well, we can find out shortly, because of course, Letterboxd is a social media set for film lovers talk out with and to each other about the films that they love, maybe the films that they didn't love. Maybe the films that they just wanted to speak about how much they wanted to bone Josh O'Connor. I don't know. You know, everyone gets to have their say. Not just the Siskel's and Eberts of the world. It's a bottom-up democracy. Everyone gets to chime in and opine about the movies. This is, of course, best expressed succinctly. This is best expressed succinctly as if you are working your Type 5. And that's the best ones of these are collected weekly by yours truly, where I disclose them on air for Forrest and Kristina.
I got that one.
And that's what this bit is. These are Letterboxd one-liners for Disclosure Day. Let's roll them. This is the kind of movie the guy from Begonia would have loved.
Yeah.
He's
like, see?
No, he's watching it and he's like empathy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That wasn't one of my ones. I'm waiting for a red cardinal to unlock all my premium features. Like I said, we had that one that was trying to unlock the premium features of the passenger side mirror by attacking it.
the cardinal lands pay $5 a month for premium features. No,
Yeah,
like,
what are the-
get out of here, Cardinal. I'm tired of this
What are the
advertising.
premium features and how much do they cost? Like, is there they come in separate packages? Like, like $5.99 with ads and the $12.99 without, and then like HD, like superpower, high powered powers of some sort. What? I don't even know.
I don't know either. Please pay $5.99 for ads right now.
They want to talk to you about your extended warranty. Finally, a movie that portrays that annoying feeling when you pull your seatbelt, but that shit does not move.
I hate when the seatbelt locks. Like,
I hate when it gets all twisted up, and I'm like, how are you getting so twisted up? And then it doesn't buckle right, and ugh.
yeah, but no, it just when you push forward too fast, the seatbelt automatically locks, and then you have to go, wait for it to go all the way back up, and then you have to put it back down.
Yeah, and the key is you have to be patient, which if you're in a hurry is like
Yeah.
really hard.
Yeah.
If I could be patient, life would be easier for me in a lot of ways. But
Yeah.
Weirdest Dodge Charger commercial I've ever seen.
yeah, it does make a Dodge Charger look really cool.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely. I mean, and also it gets dicked up. Like it goes to the business. So it makes you wonder how many they had. You know, if they had like one that was just for the driving fast parts, and they had one that they just had carte blanche to destroy.
They have a Dodge Charger dealership on retainer.
Disclosure Day brought to you by Dodge.
It's like we haven't had such a good week since Steven Spielberg contacted us as his on-set Dodge Charger dealership.
That's right.
Imagine that being like a part of the Super Bowl ad. Oh my God, they should have done that to promote the movie.
Oh man, yeah, that would have been great. One of the many reasons local news is so important.
Yeah, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. I mean, it's all about crime. Crime this, crime that. It's like, yeah, no. And so many political ads. But other than that,
I think it is important if you're going to disclose the existence of aliens.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
if World War III is happening, and then
Things can be funny and true at the same time.
it's funny and true.
It's funny and true. Hey.
funny and tough.
Can't remember the last time I was this deeply moved just watching a lot of people look at their phones. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's literally like they're on the battlefield in somewhere
Like,
between North
alert!
Korea and Russia. Like they didn't even really explain what countries are involved in World War III, what they're doing, like besides Russia and North Korea. Apparently they put out a casting call for North Korean soldiers for this movie. Wow. Damn. Local news brought to you by the Sinclair Network or else.
What do you think that casting call write-up was?
No, they had one. It went viral at one point because they were talking about how Steven Spielberg is looking for North Korean soldiers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the next day everybody still had to go to work, so that's that.
Yeah, they had more empathy for their coworkers.
Yeah,
so-
what happens next? That's what we want to know.
How can I concentrate these TPS reports when I know aliens are real?
And you have to go to work at your job as a priest, and it's like,
Or a cardinal.
what if God's not
You're
true?
gonna have some splaining to do.
Ricky.
One of the casting calls in Long Island was for wrestling fans. That was one of them.
Oh, they should have waited and waited until the great UFC 250 thing from Sunday.
They had one.
Isn't
they
it
had
weird
one-
that this premiered like right as that was happening? That was like a
Yeah.
really strange confluence of
Coincidence?
things.
Yes, they had one for they had one for North Korean soldiers. They had one for the diner up in the Catskills. They had the Hudson Valley looking for people for a diner. Imagine answering the casting call, finding out it's the latest Spielberg movie, but you only get to be on set for like the one scene.
Yeah. It's like I was in a Spielberg movie.
Yeah, but you're in a Spielberg movie.
Yeah,
though,
it's
so
really
that's
sick.
kind of cool.
You get the flex
yeah.
for life, I guess. I don't know.
But I would have so much anxiety about not knowing what the rest of the movie is.
Then
you're
you
that
watch
one
and you're like,
scene.
You know, you're just that one piece. Yeah. Well, that's
Or, like if people don't like it, it's like I'm gonna fight them now. Like,
that's
I'm
a,
in
that's
it.
the nature of being like a bit part, I guess.
Yeah.
day player.
It's just all up in the letterbox comments. Anyone talking trash?
It was
Josh
a great
afternoon
set.
tune.
It was a good set. Don't say anything about the set.
Respectfully, what the fuck was that CGI fox doing there?
It's the crack
right,
fox.
Katie.
Expectum Patronus. Oh God, that looks worse.
It's the crack fox from that from the the Mighty Boosh or whatever show that they had on the British
right,
show.
sure.
I'm the crack fox.
That's our friend Katie from the VHS Village community. So that one cracked me up. The aliens are actually adorable, and I would not mind living amongst them.
Of course.
They're pretty cute.
Yeah.
They're the,
Well, I
they're
mean, the guy who brought you E.T., the so ugly, he's cute alien, you know?
Well, these are just the classic grays, you know, like
Yeah.
Yeah, they did nothing wrong. When the car jumped out of the house, I came harder than I ever have in my life.
Whoa. I can't do that.
It's disclosure day for me. Oh, it's disclosure day for me.
Audio listeners, what you're seeing is, or hearing is just.
Yeah. Those are the Letterboxd one-liners for Disclosure Day. Please follow the show on our Letterboxd HQ account at Movie Night Extra, where we have all the great episodes that we cover of the movies that we cover in the show, as well as tenant short form content, write-ups, things along of that nature. The Wardex compliance officer over there at Always Flacco, Forrest Miller, that's your host.
I'll fucking kill you.
He's logging stuff on Letterboxd. You can find him for the show as well as so much more. Follow him at Always Flacco. I am Car Through the House Window at Conan Neutron. Tearing through my Criterion Challenge 2026, well above par. Doing well. Saw some really good ones recently, and I've been found some gems that I always do. So that's been good. If you want to follow me along for that journey, you can follow me at Conan Neutron, as well as all the other stuff, new releases. Again, the Populous Fair, big stuff, etc., what have you. The Weird Emily Blunt Noises. Weird Emily Blunt Noises.
It was gonna be either that or a plastic surgeon, but I was like, you know what?
That's mean. That's mean. Yeah. Adam Kristina, don't be mean to that beautiful millionaire. Adam Kristina, you can find her on Letterboxd logging stuff when she darn well feels like it. Follow her along for there and see what she's up to.
I logged in a classic. Don't bother to knock. That's a good one.
Don't bother to knock because I'm not home, you know.
Let's hit it with a plug.
If you're watching us on YouTube, please like and subscribe, and then hit the bell to get notified whenever we're streaming. And we'd humbly request that you watch the video to the end, because it helps us with the algorithm and helps more film fans to discover the show. We're also monetized. If you want to get your chat questions definitely read on stream, you can always send us a super chat, which will help us keep the show going. Every cent helps. If you're watching on Twitch, you can gift us a free sub on Amazon Prime with your Prime membership, but getting subs on Twitch is always appreciated, and it helps to follow us on there as well. We also have an audio feed, which is available wherever you download podcasts, if you prefer to listen to podcasts rather than watch the stream. That's updated usually the same day we stream, but watching on YouTube and Twitch is the best way to get the show first, live as it happens. If you want to support us with a monthly donation and get access to all of our after parties forever, which go patron only after we do them, you can become a patron at patreon.com/movie night extra. Link is in the description for that. It really helps us keep the show going, since we do have some expenses to make this happen. We also have a Discord community. Link is in the description for that. We sometimes watch movies we cover on there. We get into conversations about everything from film to TV shows to related podcasts. We even have a Discord channel for memes. It's really fun on there. You can find us on all the social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, Twitter, and Threads. You connect with us on all of those. Talk to us. We'd love to hear from you. Lastly, we recently made a TikTok at Movie Night Extra where we're putting up short form clips from the episodes. Okay, passing this to Conan so he can tell you about his music and this week's Protonic Reversal. Conan, who's on Protonic this week?
Yeah, so the Mike Baguette episode, the guitarist who plays with Mike Watt, and Johnny Herndon of Tortoise and Casa Sueño, as well as MSSV, Mainstream Stop Valve, with Stephen Hodges, who played with Tom Waits and Bob Dylan and David Lynch and so on and so on. Great episode, new MSSV record. The Casa Sueño band announced they have some tour dates and stuff like that. So that just came out today on the free feeds, ProtonicReversal.com for that. For the archives, always free, $1 a month for advance access for shows like the Gene Troutman episode from Queens of the Stone Age. The second drummer for Queens of the Stone Age on the Rated R record. Desert Sessions plays in Alan Johannes' band. Really, really interesting dude. That's Patreon only currently. That's going to be going to the free feed on Monday. So subscribe for that. But I've been trying to push subscribers a little bit because with the all the touring I've been doing. The show
Yeah.
gets infrequent sometimes. So, but the quality of the show remains the same. Really good Gene Troutman episode. Tomorrow, at the time of this recording, Kira Rossler coming on to talk about her new record.
yeah.
Of course, our last guest for Project Hail Mary. Kira's great. Anyone who saw that episode knows that she's a badass. So can't wait to have her back. Last time I had her on, it was before even her first solo record came out. So we got a lot to talk about. Kira's wonderful. And that is the next Protonic for a bit. There's going to be a break because Conan Neutron Secret Friends will be on tour again. East Coast. Let me throw this cool poster, flyer, what have you, up here. So since you're not going to, it's kind of cool. Like you see Emily Blunt's head above the poster.
That's a little cool touch to it.
So yeah, we got Youngstown, Ohio. We got Baltimore, Wax Atlas. We got the Gutter Bar again in New York. And then we have Northampton, Western Mass, and Boston with Miracle Blood, who are wonderful. Come out to those shows if you're in any of those areas. We also have West Coast states. We have San Francisco, Sacramento, Portland, Eureka, Humboldt County, Portland, and Seattle coming up as well. That's the end of August. And then there's some Midwest stuff I'll be announcing for September pretty soon as well. So come out, neutronfriends.bandcamp.com, neutronfriends.com. It should be a good time. We're, we haven't hit the East Coast this year yet. So I'm excited to play those shows. Miracle Blood rules, Sapling rules. I think friend of the show, KT Baldessaro, is coming out, and nobody else for that show. No, not nobody else coming to that show, but not anyone else. You know what I mean. Anyway.
Yeah.
I cross fingers, cross toes. We'll have a new van for this as well, which is huge news for me and my continued long-term, not only touring but making any money off of said tours. So that's coming up. There are a few podcasts I'm going to be on. 1001 Album Completes to talk about Wire, Pink Flag, coming up in the next couple weeks. So stay tuned for that. Of course, Caterwaul, we talked about it last week, right? Very successful, shipping out some posters, things along those lines. So if you are somebody that wants Caterwaul merch, go ahead and go to the Caterwaul Society Bandcamp page. You can order it there. There's like 3 of the green posters left, which is pretty impressive. And then there's the glow-in-the-dark Action Ocelots as well. So if you want any of those things, hit that up. Kristina, you got a cat butt in your face.
Yeah, and I cut off some more dingleberries off of him today. He was such a good boy. Yeah, that's a fluffy butt.
That is, nobody talk when you have a long hair cat in your life. No one talks about that aspect of it, but it's very real.
Because we were wondering why, he was pooping everywhere. It's because he was having a hard time, because everything was in the way or whatever. Yeah. But so Saturday, gonna do a bit of a streamathon because I'm on Vyvanse and nothing can stop me now. Forrest and I did our little 2-hour version of Absurdity Space, which was a lot of fun. We, as always, Forrest and I always able to have a long ass conversation.
Yeah, about jumping all over the place with the topic.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
That was fun.
Yeah,
we had a nice 2-hour long. We just kind of riffed for 2 hours.
Yeah, and I did my show, and I just been streaming. McGraw, please don't knock off the ring light. Just
don't knock off the ring light.
I just really do imagine it's Tim McGraw that you're talking to. You're like, Tim McGraw. He's like,
well, that's who my mom.
I know, but I'm just imagining it's the guy Tim McGraw. And he's like, all right. Am I gonna do it? Am I gonna? Oh.
I'm gonna need you to cut off these dingleberries, Kristina.
Yeah,
I imagine that's what Tim McGraw sounds like.
And,
Come on.
For my little stream,
cut off these dingleberries, little lady.
Okay, Elvis.
It's all of a suddenly. I know.
For the streamathon, whatever, I got
dude, Fat Elvis had some serious dingleberries. Sorry, but that's the last time.
He died trying to pass one.
Oh man! All right, classic afterward material. Want to do take 2 on that, Kristina?
Yeah. So part of my 24-hour subathon, I got movies lined up, React content lined up. I'm gonna read my idol's memoir. fun. I stopped at like chapter 6. I realized I didn't finish reading it all to the chat. I mean, 24 hours or plus, anything could happen, you know. So, and also I'm gonna be doing like the bomb challenges. So for like every like gifted sub or every 10 subs, because I don't want to die.
What does that?
And
yeah,
and
is that you don't get blown up by a bomb? Because I'm doing great at not being blown
Yeah.
up by a bomb. So
yeah, wing sauce. So yeah, now
is that
I'm all
the
caught up-
really big burritos they have at the convenience store? The bomb. I'm like, yeah, that's what.
Yeah. But
The bomb.
I have a lot of I'm all caught up on everything financially, so I'm gonna start trying to raise funds for new streaming equipment because I can't be just using a laptop and one monitor. Because this is just doing all this is just too much. It's too much space.
How can you scroll X during the boring parts?
But it's just, yeah. I need a real PC.
Yeah, I'm a 2-screen advocate. I'm there with you.
I know
I
people
feel
who have
paralyzed when I have
like
one screen.
3 screens for streaming because they have the streaming software, they have like the full screen
All right,
for
that's
for
too,
watching
that's too
stuff,
many. That's too many.
and then chat.
It's two. It's two. One is not enough. 3 is too many. I feel like
No,
two
you
is-
need if you're gonna be a streamer, you gotta have 3.
I rock the 3-screen setup. Zal and Johannes project Walk in the Sea, Drink the Sea, which is his that's his band with Barrett Martin from Screaming Trees and the fell from REM. No, this Gene Troutman it plays in Alan Johannes band. So this is like Alan Johannes' songs, like stuff from 11, Desert Sessions, the Queens of Stone Age stuff, the stuff he did with Chris Cornell, but like a rock version. So he's like drums and not drums and bass like the electronic music, but like drums and bass instrumentation by the guy that, it's Monsters in the Parasol and all that. He's a great dude. It's a good episode.
And one more thing, I'm also trying to get together to raise funds for a Felicia Hardy Black Cat Spider-Man cosplay.
Oh, wow.
Little Slinky.
Yeah, I was gonna say as long as your subscribers know who that is, that shouldn't be a problem.
Oh yeah, they know. I got a lot of like comic book fans in my community, so it's like,
oh no, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a comic book fan too, so that's fine.
Yeah. So next week, Conan, you're on tour.
I am. I just talked about it.
So me and Kristina,
So you're gonna do Cape Fear.
Jones on. We're gonna be talking about
Yeah, well-known alien movie, Cape Fear. A guy
Right,
comes
exactly.
to Alabama to come to
Alabama's
Virginia.
practically space.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the Scorsese Cape Fear, not the
the 1990. Because Conan said,
Conan's like, you can't do that one without me.
You guys can do.
I like them better. I like them both.
Scorsese Cape Fear, but not the original Robert Mitchum.
Yeah,
Cape Fear.
I mean, I like them both. I think they're both great, but I think, I mean, God, Eileen, you don't need me on. We got Eileen, but like, I do want to do the Robert Mitchum one. I think that holds a special place in my heart. I want to say, I think I saw. I don't think I saw the Scorsese Cape Fear in the theater. I definitely saw it once it hit videos. I saw it pretty early on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember it be the first time I'm like, they remade Cape Fear.
And then with Javier Bardem.
But right, because that's
and
so it's
like
very
a
much in the
gender
zeitgeist.
swap.
Yeah.
Sam Bonin technically in this one. So
Okay.
I think, yeah. I'm like, okay.
Well, we'll get our top
Great.
researchers on that. Sounds like a good episode. I will not be on it.
And yeah, so I think that's it for plugs. I guess starting with Kristina. Have any final thoughts on Disclosure Day? Listen.
I would.
Right.
Yeah, listen, exactly. That's my final thoughts. Conan?
Whoa, wow, that was very quick. I thought you were doing a bit.
If you actually understand what she's saying, it wasn't very. She actually said a lot.
What? You didn't hear her? She was pretty clear. She didn't stutter.
It was profound.
Right. Sure thing, Josh O'Connor. Yeah, a surprisingly uncynical kind of empathy-forward thrill ride, right? So it's humanistic optimism and nonstop action. Cool. I think it's got unique enough ideas to recommend. The John Williams score, we didn't even talk about that. The Spielberg direction, that hits just right. Very open-hearted, very earnest. I like the message. I like the ride. The questions of faith, lost completely on me. So good on all of the presumably deep discussions about reconciling aliens with Christian methodology, I guess. Good for them. It's a bit boring to me. However, the consequences are all something that we all deal with. I get it. Career best performance from Emily Blunt, I would say. She's really great in this. We didn't talk about it. She's badass.
Even the people that have like kind of panned the movie itself have been like,
she's really good. Yeah, she's really good in this. I really hope she's nominated because she does
she's
a lot
not even
here.
speaking her native accent.
I know, right? Yeah, exactly. it's nice to see a master filmmaker lean into optimism about our character as human beings, especially in these days that are relatively bleak. So, was it my favorite Spielberg? It was not, but I enjoyed it. I apparently enjoyed it a lot more than a lot of people. Some people have a lot of problems with it, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. Again, nothing wrong with a little humanistic optimism.
It's one of those things that it suffers from like just because of Spielberg, right? Like suffers from like a lack of or high expectations.
Yeah. Is it Close Encounters? No, it definitely is not. Is it E.T.? No. Is it Jaws? No. Is it Jurassic Park? It's none of those things. But
it's Disclosure Day. Yeah.
It's Disclosure Day. It's better than freaking Ready Player One or the BFG or what have you.
I mean, it's like Spielberg still has original thoughts about aliens and like what it means for us as human civilization that he can put out into like a coherent form.
Yeah, I mean, I would say the last movie that I really loved by him might have been Catch Me If You Can. Right? What was that?
Oh, yeah.
I like that one. I never saw the post. I should say. Lincoln was good. I mean,
people love uploading like scenes from the post where they're all delving into like the allegations or whatever that they're about to break, and it's like people love scenes from that movie.
I should probably see it. I never saw the Terminal. Lincoln was good, but like it barely registered for me. I was like, I liked it. I like The Fabelmans just fine. That was also a good movie. I think from my perspective, he's kind of been, I don't know, not on something that is my bag, baby, for a while. I was just kind of stoked to see him even if it didn't quite stick the landing. Again, shitty CGI alien too. Sorry, I'm breaking the cursing rule, but really, we can't just have you can't dig up the ET costume and put a tall dude in it. I mean,
yeah.
I was thinking of the post in another newsroom movie that I can't think of off the top of my head. I did see the post in theaters when it came out. I saw it. They had it playing at the local theaters, and I remember.
The post is the one.
It's the one where it's the Ellsberg story.
The Ellsberg thing, right? Yeah, and you're probably thinking of the Weinstein one, maybe. That's the one that came out a couple years with oh God, Promising Young Woman. Carey Mulligan.
Yeah,
that's not. I don't think that's one. I was thinking of the one where it's like they're breaking the Catholic Church allegations. Sorry, I forgot.
No, that one. Which one is that one? That one.
I
feel like there was newsroom stories.
I did see the post, but I remember sitting in theaters. I remember watching it now. It wasn't crazy enough to get I didn't really even remember the story, the movie existed until right now. So it's which
is crazy. Bob Odenkirk's in that with Tom Hanks. It's what?
Yeah.
Spotlight. You're thinking of Spotlight.
Yeah. Mix the two of them up. The post though. The post. I wasn't completely blown away by it, but it was.
It's fine. But the problem with it being Steven Spielberg is when he makes just a fine movie, it feels like a loss because it's this dude that made freaking Jaws. This dude that made Close Encounters. This is the dude that made E.T. This guy that made Jurassic MFN Park. I mean, when he's Indiana Jones. Have you heard of him? Raiders of the Lost Ark. Hello, so you hold him to a higher standard.
Yeah.
Right?
So I think that this movie too is why people were so frustrated by it. It's this is supposed to be a Spielberg movie, but he's been in this mode for 2 decades now. So it's you think at some point the expectations would go down a little bit, be reasonable,
Yeah, I mean, I forgot about Minority Report. I like Minority Report. I thought that was good.
Or even love the Majority Report.
Exactly. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what people were looking for, right? But I thought it was good. Did it deserve the hype of a half a month of movies leading up to it? I don't know. It was good. Emily Blunt's great in it. Josh O'Connor's generally great.
Colman Domingo's good.
Colman Domingo, always good.
No matter what.
Bono's daughter was fine,
I even liked that one time that he said the one line in Wicked too.
Yeah.
Courtney Grace,
everything.
former NBC anchor Courtney Grace, really good.
Yeah.
Castor.
She sounds so much like an anchor too, and then it's like I mean, I'm sure that there's some
you have that anchor voice, like
she had it down when she was doing the thing, but also the anchor, like a surprised anchor that's like learning stuff as the story breaks. It's like I feel like that's got. I feel like your tolerance for that as a news anchor has to go down a lot. Like stories that surprise you, it's like
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I guess, are we doing an after party? I got time.
Yeah,
all right.
I can do it.
I probably won't talk that much because my voice is tired after the last couple of days. But I'm down
arguably I shouldn't probably do one, but I can do it. I can
okay.
Do
Yeah, we'll do an after party.
It's gonna be a couple weeks till we are on air again. So
yeah,
we'll do one. That's fine.
We'll do an after party. So you guys can catch us over there at the after party where we're gonna be revealing things about the Ellsberg.
We're gonna see Richard Nixon. I'm going to take my willy out.
He does have like a formative thing for Nixon because it's like it's like in this movie Nixon's the one torturing the aliens, and in that movie he's like it's the Ellsberg case.
That's true. Yeah.
Maybe Richard Nixon cheated on his cucked his dad.
I didn't mean to have sex with your mother. Look, Richard Nixon, no.
Your mother and I were just good friends.
What are we doing the after party now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see you guys over there. We'll just